Gather round, everyone, and hear again the tale of Drakfu. Welcome back, everybody. Happy Monday. Welcome back to the Tale of Drakfu. See, I told you guys it was not a big deal. We were just subbing things out so that I could get Liara done at the very least. And welcome back to the Tale of Drakfu. So last time we actually got quite a bit of questing done in Val'Sharah. But right now we actually do have a mission that we need to take on called Impending Danger in the Order Hall to continue that campaign. And for some reason, poor Drakfu, he went through the floor. Yep, that poor cat. There you go. So let's go ahead and look up Impending Danger. A Legion command ship has appeared on the horizon. Send our champions to lead them away from the Wandering Isle. So, let's go ahead and do just that. We're going to send out Stellara and Hero, along with some Tiger Adepts. Boom. And we're also going to send out for Encounter at Krasus's Landing. A fell-crazed Vrykul warrior has broken through the outer defenses of Dalaran and made it all the way to Krasus's Landing. Okay. So we're actually going to send out Chen.
I will need a drink after this.
Monkey King.
Is this wicked bamming? 'Cause heads I be slamming.
And Lily.
Don't worry, I've got your back.
Boom. Let's go ahead and send them out. And like usual, we're going to go ahead and do a quick magic cut while we head to back to Val'Sharah. But first, I'm going to check with the purveyor of rare goods. I just want to see if I purchased any other possible... Let's see. No. All of these have requirements, and I don't meet any of the other ones. So that's too bad. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do a quick magic cut while we make our way back to Val'Sharah. Okay, so we're back in Val'Sharah, and we are actually still in the depths of the nightmare, at least what part of Val'Sharah has been touched by the nightmare. Now, there's a little bit of a goal for today's part. So we have a little bit left of the initial storyline for Val'Sharah before we go into the side storyline, which is also important. But that Impending Danger mission that we just put up, it's got about 20 minutes on it. So hopefully my goal of this episode is finish up that main storyline in Val'Sharah. By then, Impending Danger should pop. We can head back to the Order Hall, and I believe that will unlock the next set of quests that we can do for the Order Hall campaign. So let's go ahead and get things started. We already kind of started in here where we met with what remains of Elithir. And just up ahead, we have Tyrande Whisperwind, who is kind of watching him.
We've got them cornered.
Oh. Fine, Emerald Nightmare B. I will kill you, since you want to die. And since I just barely recorded a Dungeons and Drakfus, of course I turned off my auto loot. Oh man, I actually should probably take care of that too. While I'm thinking about it, just grab some extra slots of inventory. There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk to Tyrande.
They defile everything they touch.
No one is safe from this corruption. No, they are not.
Please whisper his name, but thou art a madness to my ears.
I'm pretty sure they are at this point. So Elithir now has a couple of quests for us. What has become of our precious Shalatra Sil,
You must help me
our
find
beloved
him. Is
Sanaris?
there anything I can do?
So, reading the leaves.
You may not, but perhaps your Mother Moon can.
Oh, okay. So, again, I have failed them. So, reading the leaves. Drakfu, my friend, you must succeed where I have failed. You must find our dear Malfurion. As the nightmare consumes my thoughts, I hear the voices of these twisted trees. I must cling to sanity long enough to aid you. Venture into Ashtheron, and bring me corrupted petals from the fallen denizens there. With them, I might find your Archdruid while my mind is still my own. So we need 5 corrupted petals, and then also we have Given to Corruption. A final favor for an old friend, perhaps. My age-old companion Verathos has fallen to the nightmare's torment. We once worked in unison to protect this land. His close ties to the land brought him low in this dark hour. As with all who suffer this fate, there is no restoring him. Please, Drakfu, bring him peace. So we need to slay Keeper Verathos.
The nightmare stain cannot be removed, but perhaps we can hold it back.
Long enough to seek him out. Oh, the forest speaks. I can almost understand.
Hold yourself on the edge of madness, Elothyr. Mother Moon will carry you as long as she can.
Okay. So we need to get this done quick, because obviously Elothyr is struggling very hard with the madness of the nightmare. So we are in Ashtheron, so let's go ahead and grab the corrupted petals that we need, which we can just grab from all of these twisted keepers and all the denizens of Ashtheron. Again, not too hard to be able to do. So happy Monday, everybody. I hope everybody's having a good week so far. For me, I'm just very busy. I'm actually getting ready to do one more podcast week next week, so there will not be a Tale of Drakfu or Dungeons and Drakfus. There might be something in regards to that, because as of tomorrow, we are going to be having patch 8.0, which means all of the pre-launch events for Battle for Azeroth are going to become available in-game. So we're probably going to do some beta-esque videos for those. So you guys won't be completely out in the dust, but there won't be a Tale of Drakfu, there won't be Final Fantasy, just because I'm going to be working on podcasts. Especially considering that in the next little bit, I've got to clear up some time because my new daughter is actually coming next month. So we got to make sure that we're good for that. Oh, Keeper Varathos is actually, I believe, in the cave below. So we need to go down here. And then we can head back to Elothyr. Whee! Yep, here is Keeper Varathos. Hi there! It's time for you to die.
Behold my power.
I am beholding something, but your power is not it.
Val'Sharah will perish.
Alright, that's yet another keeper we've had to kill. That's kind of the sad part of the nightmare, is once you're officially corrupted, there's really no bringing you back. Once you've embraced the madness of the nightmare, or the madness of the old gods, as this is, you just can't be brought back. There's no bringing you back from the brink. Thankfully, though, we can at least offer some kind of a solution, maybe hold off the madness for a little while for Elothyr before we have to take care of him. So let's go ahead and turn these quests in. So, reading the leaves. Oh, the fear, the panic. I haven't the strength to fight much longer. Take these petals! The waking world is slipping further and further from my mind. But on the vestiges of this corruption consuming my mind, I sense Malfurion. Okay. Given to corruption, my sight fades, but I am glad that he rests. And there you go. Now we have a quest from Tyrande.
We are wasting
So,
time.
softening the target. The Archdruid's end draws near. His memory will live on in the hearts of all who knew him. Elothyr's desperate efforts revealed that Malfurion is being held in Shalanir, amidst the roots of Shaladrasil. My love, so near, yet so far. Shalanir is infested with nightmarish creatures. To rush in would be suicide. I subdued one of Xavius's creatures. Use it against him, Drakfu, and clear us a path. Okay, so we just have to take this subdued Nightwing and basically do a bombing run. So here we go. This is Shalanir. You just got to do a bombing run, kill off as many of these guys as you can.
Corrupted by the nightmare. Cleanse Shalanir of the infestation that has claimed it.
There we go. We might actually have a world quest in the exact same fashion, so we might be able to get some extra stuff out of it too. That's helpful. I'm gonna get this out of the way though. There we go. So we're halfway there. Just gotta clear whatever nightmarish corruption we can clear. But as you can see, the corruption is very deep, and it actually even extends into Shaladrasil itself. Now, this is the other thing that I do like, is now we also get these nightmarish monstrosities, which look very similar to the Shah. Almost as if saying, yes, the nightmare is associated with the old gods.
I need to get closer.
There we go. Almost done. We got 10 more. And that's so weird having keepers running with Satyr. Vile enemies, both of them. More blobs. Come on. There we go. 3 more. 3 more. And of course, because of the trees in the distance, I can't necessarily lock on too much. 49, 50. So now we'll head back to Tyrande. Now that we've cleared at least a little bit of space to walk into Shal'Anir, now we actually have to come in here and save Malfurion. So,
What are we waiting for?
this place remains deadly, but we can now press forward. Close enough to touch. He is near, Blood Elf. I can feel it. We must search Shal'Anir for Malfurion. If we do not find him soon, I fear he will be lost to me forever. I was unsure of your worth when we first met. I know now that you will not fail me. I am grateful. I'm sure you are.
Shal'Anir is just ahead. You should be ready for whatever foulness awaits us.
Oh, hi, Xavius.
Welcome to my dream home. Your beloved Malfurion awaits within.
Huh?
But what's this? Which Malfurion is real, and which is part of the nightmare?
Dick.
I have no time for games.
Yet you live in one. Psh. All right. Let's go ahead and... all you have to do is basically just search the village for signs or for the actual Malfurion. So we can come in here.
Love, I am here. Come to me.
I cannot tell where his voice is coming from. Search the buildings to the east. I will scour the west for signs of him.
Okay, so we need to search this building. Maybe this is where... Oh, there's a visage of Malfurion. So, what is it? Let's try and free him.
Guess again, mortal.
Nope. That would be too easy. So, let's go ahead and go further in.
Where are you, Tyrande? I need you.
Hold on, my love. I am near.
There we go. Have to be a little careful about where we go because certain areas are kind of blocked off by these big old desecrated ancients. So let's go over here. Oh, and if you go through the fog, you get these little shadowy nightmares. Kind of not fun. There we are. Malfurion! Nope. It was a satyr in disguise. Actually, Tyrande goes for miles and miles, but shh. Okay.
I cannot fight much longer.
Elune, curse you, Xavius! You will pay for this charade. I swear it.
Oh, here's another Malfurion. Is this the real one? Nope. It's just a Shal'Anir druid.
You cannot keep me from her. Tyrande!
Yes, I hear you. I am close now.
Okay, so we come over here.
Come to me, warrior. Our chase is finished.
Okay, so it wasn't in here. But I believe if we go over here, then we'll get our answer. Yep. Oh, Ysera! Oh no!
Tyrande Whisperwind. I have longed for this encounter for many years. Your adoring husband will be joining me in the nightmare. His was a special invitation. And our dear Ysera. Would you believe she's had a change of heart? She will aid me in my conquest of Val'Sharah, starting with your precious temple of Elune.
Oh boy.
Such a dilemma, High Priestess. Kneel beside your beloved as he draws his final breath? Or watch the temple of your goddess burn?
And this is an actual difficult choice for Tyrande. She is a dedicated High Priestess of Elune. So let's go ahead and talk to Tyrande and see what her decision is. This cannot be. So we can get additional relics. I think we will try. Let's see, Storm. Oh crap! What's the other one that is in? Is it Iron? Storm and Iron. Let's check out the Iron one and see if it's better. The Iron relic is not better. In fact, none of them are. So we'll just go ahead and grab one of these. Actually, you know what? We might as well grab something. When you come into a situation like this, you might as well fill out the other artifacts if you have the chance. And I'm still working on that right now. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and get a life artifact relic for my Brewmaster staff. We'll go ahead and do that.
Sarah? No!
So the fate of Val'Sharah. Malfurion, my love. My heart breaks for him, but I cannot follow where he goes. I have sworn myself to Elune, my goddess, to defend her temples and lands with all that I am. I cannot stand by while my order is in danger. May she keep you in her graces, Malfurion. Tyrande turns away, eyes glistening with tears. So she's made her choice. We need to head back to the Temple of Elune. So let's go ahead and speak to Tyrande.
Defile everything they touch.
We go to the Temple of Elune. We will ride more swiftly on Ashalah's back. Are you ready to depart? Aye, sure.
Come with me. Ysera won't stop until his whole realm is plunged into the nightmare.
So there you go. So she will ride us back to the Temple of Elune. But this, as you can kind of tell, was a very difficult decision.
He's using Malfurion to bait me, to distract me from what must be done. We are the only ones who can stop Ysera. Ah, Malfurion, my beloved. For 100 years he slept beneath Moonglade. Whenever I was plagued with doubt, I would descend into his barrow. I watched over him as he slept. Even in slumber, his presence got me. I left my fears below the earth and emerged, ready to lead my people. When Malfurion returned to my side, we worked as one, as if he had never been away. Have you ever loved as I have?
I like my fists. No, not quite. But that's actually one of my favorite romantic couples is Tyrande and Malfurion in this case. And now we must do the unthinkable. We have to take down the Dreamer. So we have to defend the Temple of Elune from Ysera. Let's do it. Oh, get out of the way of the Nightmare Breath. We don't want to do this, Ysera.
My eyes are open at last. The nightmare consumes all.
And by the light of Elune, we will
10%. We're about to do the actual unthinkable.
Forgive me. It felt so real.
This cutscene still depresses me. It's still very sad. Like, I remember playing through this on my druid, and I'll admit, I cried. We did the unthinkable. We killed another of the dragon aspects, and one that aided us. Because she was corrupted by the Emerald Nightmare. We had to pay this price. And there it is, the Pillar of Creation for Val'Sharah, the Tears of Elune. So let's go ahead and talk to Tyrande.
Ishnu Allah, May Elune light your path.
This shall be remembered as one of our darkest days in the history of our world. But hope remains. Elune's light has strengthened our resolve. It has. All nightmare long. Darkheart Thicket, enter the nightmare. We could not save Ysera, but we did prevent her from destroying the temple. Now I can finally turn my attention to my husband. I do not know what fate he suffers now. I only know that if we stand any chance of saving him, you must go now. Follow Xavius into the nightmare and save Malfurion. Please, save my husband if you can. So enter Darkheart Thicket and slay the Shade of Xavius. We will not be doing that. Obviously, that's going to be for Dungeons and Drakfus, but you can claim the Tears of Elune. So we will. The Tears of Elune float effortlessly, glistening in an ethereal pillar of moonlight. So we're going to go ahead and do that and claim the Tears of Elune. Now, we have about 20 seconds. So here's what we're going to do. We're actually going to hearth back to Dalaran. And people might already know this. I actually did have to clear Halls of Valor to be able to get the Order Hall quest line continued. Now, that does kind of suck because I was actually able to get the other quest done. So we'll go ahead and do it here. And it's not going to make a whole lot of sense, but I just want to show you guys what you do when you claim these. But don't worry, in Dungeons and Drakfus, we will eventually go to the Halls of Valor. You will be able to see the Aegis of Agrimar because it is integrated into 2 boss fights. So I think you'll be okay. But let's just go ahead and turn in what artifact or what pillars of creation we have, which, like I said, I've been through the Halls of Valor, so I have the Aegis of Agrimar. So let's go ahead and put it over. The Aegis of Agrimar is secure within the well-defended city of Dalaran. Your quest to drive back the Legion is one step closer to fruition, so you can get some upgrades if you want them.
It is good to see the Aegis of Agrimar safe from the likes of Skullval and his fell allies.
Indeed. So, where were those legs? Here they are.
A monumental task ahead of you, hero. No doubt the Skulls will sing the verses of your glory for ages to come.
Agreed. And then also let's turn in the Tears of Elune.
Go forth, champion, and show this burning legion the fury of the Val'Sharah!
Agreed, Odin. Thank you. So, the Tears of Elune. Archmage Khadgar has set aside a space here for the Tears of Elune, as well as the rest of the Pillars of Creation. So we have this Shaladrasil tunic that we can get.
Today we celebrate a great triumph, one paid for with the blood of those most dear to us.
All right, and that's pretty much all she has to say on it. As you can see, like, when we get through all of these, we will have additional things to say. Now, the other one that we do have the quest for...
Your horde. I cannot question the courage you've shown, saving Val'Sharah.
Nobody said you
Now
did.
the Tears of Elune are added to our arsenal. May they bring us victory against the Legion.
Agreed.
A grim task. But you did what had to be done. I'll prepare the Tears of Elune for transport. Meet me in the Violet Citadel.
That's the other thing, too. We actually have another quest that requires the Tears of Elune. We're not going to do it just yet, but the other one that you might know also, because we've done High Mountain, is the Hammer of Khaz'goroth. We need to go and get that from Neltharion's lair, and this one right next to it is actually the 4th zone in the Broken Isles, Azunas, which is the Tidestone of Gul'ganeth, which we'll figure out a little bit later. But now that we have the impending danger mission done, we're going to go and claim it. So yay, we actually were able to get all of that done. We will be going back to Val'Sharah to at least do the other half because it is relevant to the story of Legion. Oh, pressing the assault. With this pillar of creation safely secured, it is time to take advantage of your momentum and continue onward after the next. Oh, this is just basically a motivation to go to the next zone.
I've been looking everywhere for you.
Oh, the head in the crystal ball? I'm trying something new.
Get used to this for a while. This is actually kind of prepping into quests for Suramar, the final zone. We're not going to worry about that just yet, though. It's just, as you can see, Khadgar is actually coming to us as a little head in a crystal ball to tell us to come back to him. Let's go ahead and claim impending danger. Boom. And it was successful. Let's go ahead and claim our Eridar tailed cuff, Eridar tail cuff. And let's turn this in with Iron Body Poncho and see if we can get the next quest in the Order Hall quest line. Here we go. Iron Body Poncho! We're back!
We are a force of balance in a chaotic ocean.
Our champions defeated the first wave of attackers, but the command ship is nearly upon us. Oh no. Stormbrew! Grandmaster, the Legion is attacking the Wandering Isle. We sent defenders up to the ridge of Laughing Winds, but they can't hold for long. Our only chance is to finish making the storm brew. Chen and Ajira have already gone up to the Chamber of Whispers, but they are under heavy attack as well. Speak to Tak Tak and take a kite up to join them at once. Okay, this is actually the last one for the Order Hall questline, so let's go ahead and do it, because that's when you get the big rewards. I am actually happy that we can finally do this. So let's go ahead and talk to Tak Tak. It's time for us to defend the Wandering Isle.
What do you need? Take off!
So take us to the invasion point, where we will help with making the storm brew. Can you actually see? Nope, there is no carnage on the map yet. Oh, there's some demons, though. Here we go, and here's the Monkey King and Lily.
Grandmaster's here. Now these demons don't stand a chance.
Dang
We
right.
can handle things here. Grandmaster, go south and join Chen and Agera in the temple. They need your help more than we do.
Agreed. Okay, so we need to head to the temple. It is over here. As you can see, there's a bunch of demons now trying to secure this area. We are under attack. They cannot take this. They already took the Peak of Serenity. They cannot take this one as well. They cannot take the Wandering Isle. Shenzin Su must be defended. So let's make our way into the Chamber of Whispers. Chen!
Hey.
We are close to completing the final brewing, but we are surrounded by enemies. Help me fend off the attackers while Ajira completes the storm brew. Let's start brewing!
I hear their footsteps coming. Do not let down.
So it looks like this is going to be a wave thing. Oh, that's a bunch of imps. Okay, well, we can take care of these guys too. Boom! Kill off as many of them as we can. Oh, crap, they leave fell zones. So hopefully they don't stay for
Watch
too
out.
long.
More attackers are incoming.
Oh, now we've got full-on fell guards. Okay, I believe Chen will be kind of a viable tank for us, so we'll take advantage of that. Oh, actually, they're not that bad, so we won't worry about it. There we go.
Stand
Okay.
firm, Grandmaster. Protect the brew at all costs.
What am I doing? Chen, I'm helping. Oh, and we have Thorazun. Well, you get to meet with Zhuen.
Enough time. The brew is finished.
All right, cool.
Hurry, Grandmaster, while we have time. Drink the storm brew.
I get the first drink? Okay, cool. Ooh, oh, heroism.
Concoction will save you. Come out and face me. I will destroy what is left of the broken temple.
You will try. All right, so we're going to take out Lady Calatress,
Your time
who
is
I believe is the same Eridar we dealt with at Peak of Serenity. Oh, boom, there you go. Well, she's done. That didn't take too much effort.
I think this calls for a celebration.
I do also. Let's go, Ajira, Chen. We have this awesome Storm Brew now, which damage taken reduced by 50%, critical strike chance increased by 50 while in the Wandering Isle. Oh my gosh, okay. That's pretty awesome, actually. Okay, so we actually need to head back up to turn it in. We'll just go ahead and run our way up. Oh, look, infernal parts. There was a great battle that occurred here. We didn't experience it, but we took care of Lady Calatress, so that's all we needed to do. Oh man, just all these infernals, all these demons. Demon corpses. Are there any monk corpses amongst them? Can't tell. Well, I guess we'll count our blessings here. So back to Morning Breeze Village to turn this in with Chen. Oh, and here are all my followers.
Sit down.
I don't know about you, Grandmaster, but I think we should take a well-earned rest after all this. So, with this, you get gold. You get the title Grandmaster, which is the top title for the monk. 5,000 Order Hall resources, access to the Grandmaster's Tunic, which is the chest Order Hall armor piece item, Greater Glory of the Order, which we will probably sell because we won't need it anymore, and we'll also grab an extra Storm Relic for our tank staff.
Inventory is full.
All right.
Ah, crap.
Until next time.
This happens to me all the time now. Oh, crap, and I can't even use my Tundra Mammoth. What the crap? Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to do this, is just use up some of my artifact power. Boom!
So,
There we go, so grab this, Gale Wind of the Order. Nope, still not enough. Okay, well, let's see, what else can we get rid of? Crap. Can I sell with any of you guys? I want to wrap this up, guys. I really do. Oh, there we go. Lore Walker Cho, you are my pal. And, yeah, I can't even sell this stuff, so let's just go ahead and get rid of some gear that we don't necessarily... Whoa, what? You cannot sell this to the merchant. What the hell? What? Okay, hold on. I'm stepping out of Morning Breeze Village and see if my mount comes back. Yes, it does. Okay, that's my saving grace here. So, really quick,
Time is money, friend.
clear out a few more inventory spaces. Sell off some spare stuff that I'm not necessarily gonna need. I don't know why. Oh yeah, that's actually from Dungeons and Drakfus. So we'll get rid of all this stuff. That should be more than enough space.
Glad I could help.
I don't normally have to worry about this stuff, guys, but Legion was especially a difficult thing with your inventory management. Okay, so let's turn this in now. We'll grab Gale Wind of the Order. Boom.
Burning Legion arrived. They took much from us. Many of us still grieve for our fallen friends. We long for the yesteryears of peace. And like you, I fear the dark days yet to come. But today is not that day. Today, we celebrate the dawn of a new order. Today, we toast to friendship and fellowship. Under the Grandmaster's leadership, let every day be a new dawn. And let us never give up the fight for another tomorrow. To the Grandmaster.
Yay! Okay, so we have another quest to take on from Ajira.
What's brewing?
Champion Ajira! We have been through quite a lot together, Drakfu. Without your help, I could not have avenged my master, nor found the courage to make her legendary brew. Thanks to you, we should have plenty of storm brew to supply the entire temple. Speaking of which, I feel there are many similarities between your fighting style and mine. Would you accept me as the newest member of your order? Absolutely, Ajira!
Honor to join you.
Roster of champions, so we have gotten all of them. So we've gotten all of the recruits that I think we can get. We already had... Oh, crap, that was not what I wanted. Okay. I believe now we actually need to head back to the center of the Wandering Isle for an additional quest that we can take on. So I'm just going to go ahead and give my thoughts on the Monk Order Hall right here now. It's good. Is it the greatest one I've seen? Unfortunately not, but eventually I am planning on doing a... If you guys want to know what my rankings are, eventually I'm going to do a top 10 Order Hall campaigns in World of Warcraft Legion. Because here's the thing. I'm not saying that it's bad, but there are definitely ones that had much more lore attached to them, and rightfully so. So at that point, I'll just get that out of there, and you guys can like or dislike. I'm not saying it's bad. I like it. Iron Body Ponchu has an additional quest for us.
I've been looking everywhere for you. Oh, the head in the crystal ball. I'm trying something new.
I know you are, Khadgar. Shut up. Okay.
You are a beacon of light.
Oh, that's actually a nice chest. A hero's weapon. Grandmaster, you have saved our order from the brink of destruction. Your deeds have shown us that with effort and determination, we can overcome any challenge. In light of your example, we have doubled our efforts and developed a technique that will awaken your weapon to its true potential. Please, stand before the forge of the Roaring Mountain and raise your weapon high. Okay. So this is the reward that you will get.
The broken temple have watched the bond between you and your weapon grows strong. Meditation has opened our eyes. to a technique that will infuse the resources you've gathered into the ancient artifact. Step before the forge of the Roaring Mountain and raise your weapon high. Behold, its true might is awakened.
So this is actually one of the cooler rewards, is as soon as you finish up your Order Hall campaign in Legion, you get a brand new appearance for your artifact weapon. So here we go. My Fist of the Heavens has been upgraded. Looks more claw-like. Actually really cool. Slightly empowered versions.
May this blessing illuminate your path to victory, Grandmaster.
Hopefully so.
Stay
All right.
Strong
May
in
the
this
new
time.
powers of your weapon aid you in the times ahead.
Evil cannot take root if our hearts stay pure.
And that is it. That is the Order Hall campaign for the monks. We started at the Peak of Serenity. We lost that, and then we eventually had to... we also lost Tian Monastery, if people remember that. And we finally had to defend the Wandering Isle, and we have at least secured this one for ourselves. We now have the Order of the Broken Temple, which is instead of the Shadow Pan. It's actually one of those things that I'm kind of surprised, since there is healing in monks. We haven't actually heard too much about it in Battle for Azeroth lore. They're not reaching to the Order of the Broken Temple for our aid to help heal the world, but I do know that the priests, the paladins, and the shamans and the druids are being brought in. But yeah, that's it. That is the Order Hall. So from here on in, we've got to finish up Val'Sharah, and then we got to move into the fourth and final leveling zone, which is Azuna, and finally into the center of the continent, into Suramar. But that's going to go ahead and do it for this week. So when we come back, not next week, but the week after, we're going to do a couple more weeks before I go take my break. We will finish up the questing in Val'Sharah so we can move into Azuna. Until then, take care.